Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another amazing episode of Unleashing Empathetic Conversations. I am your host, Liz Gerardo, also known as the Empathetic Coach and owner and founder of From Victim to Victor, a Maxwell transformation, and so much more to say about that in due time. I would like to introduce to you my panelists here today. We have Jasenia. Jasenia, you all know her, my girl from Long Island, right, girl? And today I have a special guest. I'm introducing as Claudia Orozco. Hey, hey, girl. Oh, what did you just
Oh,
press? I
me? I didn't press it.
don't
My
know what
energy. It's
happened.
my energy. It's my
Oh,
energy.
there you go. It's her
My
energy.
energy.
Anywho, you
You
can't
can't
hear
hear
me.
me, right? Me?
Okay. No, it's not you. It's Jasenia's mic. She probably can't hear us for some reason. Let me see. You want to try to go out and come back in real quick? Jesse? See if it works then. Um, you'll be back? Okay, cool. All right, so Jasenia will be back. In the meantime, I am going to go ahead and introduce my wonderful Claudia Orozco. Claudia, I have known this girl since 2002. We are like two peas in a pod when I tell you,
Yes.
oh my God, talk about energy, matching energy. When I first met this girl, we were in college and she literally I walked into a room. I was at the time 2002, I was taking computer programming. I walk into the room and I'm in there and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just me and a bunch of guys. The room was full of guys. Next thing I know, I'm sitting there just wondering if there are any girls going to be walking in anytime soon, and Claudia walks in with that energy. Hello, 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 everybody. Hey. I'm like, oh, that's my girl right there. I was like, no. So yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm loud. But yeah, Claudia and I hit it off right away. It was so amazing. And since then we've been like, you know,
Yes.
awesome. Very, very close. And like I said, two peas in a pod. So
Yes.
Claudia, why don't you could hear us, right? Cool. All right. So Claudia, tell us a little bit about yourself, so that everyone can kind of like know who you are. I mean, everybody's kind of knows who we are already. Um,
Of
but tell us a little
course.
bit about yourself.
Of course. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Liz. I
Of
really
course.
appreciate it. Jessie, it's so nice meeting you. I just spoke to you like I know you. I said I know your name is Yesenia. So a little bit about me. Okay. Where do I start, Liz? Where do I start? Well, right now I am Claudia O, your beauty pro. I am a licensed esthetician. I specialize in permanent makeup, body waxing, and all that. I am the owner of Bunny Me Beauty, which is a luxury vegan beauty. And I believe that beauty can be beautiful from beginning to end, even the parts that we don't see. So it is in harmony with all lives, including ours and all the other testing that we're not going to get into, but you know what I mean. So I do that. I am also, just like Liz said, I think, I don't know if we were before we were recording, but I am a multipreneur or serialpreneur. Um, I am also associated and I'm an ambassador for Envision You, which is an amazing company with amazing, amazing products. It's for health and digital learning platform. So it's health and wealth. So if anyone wants to come in as a customer, you will reap the rewards of all the products that they have. Even if you just get one, it's so good for your health. But then if you also want to come in as, let's say you want to learn something, you want to learn how to start your own Airbnb business, your own Toro business, you want to learn digital marketing or financial literacy. This is everything that you'll find there. Um, the pay is amazing. It's great. You don't. What I say is, these are additional sources of income. Now, you may have your career, you may have your businesses. Nobody's asking you to leave that aside, but I also would like you to consider not leaving any money on the table, if you know what I mean. So, So I do that. My husband and I are owners of the O agency, which is vacation rental. So if anybody would like to go on vacation and would like to stay at a resort, we'll take care of that for you. You let us know when you want to stay. We'll get you the best prices and pretty much your Airbnb in a resort anywhere in the world, really. Our favorite one is the one that we have personally have. We have a villa right 5 minutes from Disney. So if anybody wants to stay there, you can actually see the fireworks from there. That's how close we are. Let's see what else. I'm a mom of two, a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. I've done so much that I'm just like, what else? But yeah, so far this is me. Yes, like Liz was saying, we do know each other from way back. We've done every type of networking business that you can imagine. However, the way that I say it is because we are entrepreneurs, because we come from a business background as well, and because we like to connect with people and we like to inspire people, this is why we continue to do what we do. You know, Liz is a coach. I used to be, I mean, I can't say I used to be a coach because once you're a coach, you're always a coach. You know, your heart is there. You always want to lead with your heart, lead with example. People are going to continue to come to you. Why? Because you're going to gravitate that. You just have that, like I was telling Liz, you know, you have that magnetic personality that people trust you and they easily open up to you. So it's in our nature, you know, to do what we do. And I feel that I always wanted to be in a business that helps people, inspire people, helps lives. And in beauty, the way that that does is tell me how many times you've done your hair, how many times you've done your brows, or how many times you've done anything that you feel beautiful. And then you just come out of there like, I feel amazing. Like, you just feel so much more empowered. And I feel that even that connection makes you feel much better. And it's still you, you know? And then with everything else that connect, everything has a connection. I'm also a photographer. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I am a certified yoga instructor. So all of this together, you know, makes me me.
And thank you so much for sharing with us and introducing yourself. I told you she's a serial entrepreneur and she does it all. You know, she's a jack of all trades. And today's topic is so fitting. So I'm really happy to have you on because this is what we are discussing today: entrepreneurship, the journey, and of course, the realities surrounding aspiring entrepreneurs, right? There's so many different things, and I'm sure Yesenia, you can also relate because been there, done that, right? You go to school, you grow up, you know, there's college, there's work and college and work and college and work, and it's like, okay, what else is next? But the reality of it is that when you get into the field of working for yourself, it's like you don't want to go back because you create your own hours, you create your own space. It's all about your timing. Not so much about you, but in other words, you set the tone, you set the schedule, you set the space, and your time is valuable, right? Your family time is valuable. So those are things that, of course, we enjoy so much about working for ourselves, right? Instead of working, at times working for somebody else and making them rich. That's what they say all the time. But at the end of the day, we still all need, to make money, to survive, to live. But I've been an entrepreneur. I have a background in entrepreneurship for so many years, and it takes a specific mindset to be an entrepreneur, and so that is super important too. And that is why, like, through thick and thin, I have also been somebody who, even when I've gone through scenarios, which I've explained here on the show several times with different topics that I've discussed or that we've discussed, it's getting yourself to a place where self-talk, self-motivation. I mean, you are with you more than anybody else is with you. So it's really important to understand that, where you want to be, you have to believe in yourself. You have to, and all of that takes self love. And self love comes from getting to know you and, familiarizing yourself with you and, not thinking about everybody else and what everybody else thinks all the time, but the reality of aspiring entrepreneurs is just that. Sometimes we get into our own heads and, it's happened to everybody, you know, you never know, are they going to support me? And then, of course, it makes you feel a little less than when your own family and friends and those who you expect to support you are the last ones supporting you. And you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many reasons why that happens. And so today we're going to be discussing all of that. I have done some research, I have taken some great notes. And as you all know, I love to read my notes to you all. So we're going to kind of like piggyback off of some of those things today. But Jasenia, we always start the show with a nice brief prayer. And if you don't mind, I would love to put that into play today.
Sure. Let me know my connection's okay. Like, are we good?
Connection's okay. Yeah, it's still, the little spottiness, but it's never any different. I mean, I don't even hear my echo right now, which is weird, but um, yeah,
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. So
go
nice to
girl.
meet you, Claudia. Thank you for being here with us. And hi to everyone that is watching. Make sure that you subscribe, that you like, that you share, that you comment, so that you can get the best of this show. So, Father, we come before you in the name of Jesus. We put this show before you, God, and we just ask that you be present. I thank you for Liz. I thank you for her commitment, for her consistency, God. And I just ask that you continue to touch her, God, empower her spirit to continue to show up, to pour in and pour out from whatever you give her into the people, God. I'm excited about this episode today, God, and I just want you to be in the midst. And as you give us what to say, that people will be empowered, that they will be encouraged to even not miss out on opportunities that are available to them. Help us to know that there are doors that you are ready to open, but we have to take action and trust and believe that you are right there with us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. You're muted.
Wow, thanks for letting me know. I thought I wasn't. So yeah, I was saying that's why she was like miming. Okay, so well, we are women of faith, and I like to start every show with a little prayer, even if it's a brief prayer, because I love to be spirit led. I love my spiritual life, and so it's super important because, like Claudia said, we are people. We love people, and we love to help people. And those of you who are in, entrepreneurs yourself, it's yeah, you get into business by yourself or for yourself, but never by yourself. This is for the people. So even what I'm doing now is for you, the audience. That's why I'm here. So, if there's anything that we can discuss that can help you or that anybody wants to hear about, please share. And thank you. So let's get into the topic of today's show. So today we are discussing, give me 1 second. Okay, unfortunate reality surrounding aspiring entrepreneurs, right? So I'm gonna just off of the notes and we're gonna discuss it. So one of the, and I'm gonna say it again, unfortunate realities aspiring entrepreneurs often face is the lack of support from their own family and friends when they embark on their journey of starting a business. This absence of support can be disheartening and hurtful, as those seeking the support of their loved ones are left feeling isolated and misunderstood and unsupported. Let's not forget that. And there are, of course, several reasons why family and friends may not offer the expected support that, you know, we expect as we go into these fields. I mean, of course, they're our loved ones. They're the people that we expect to be there It's okay. Expect to be there helping, supporting us. And when they don't, it leaves us feeling, kind of like, wow, I thought you were my, friend, or, oh, you're my sister, or you're my, and it does hurt. It does hurt. But at the end of the day, we also, like I said, like I had mentioned earlier, right? It takes a certain mindset to take on this position of an entrepreneur, because you have to kind of like rise above the noise. It's always about rising above the noise. The noise is the echoes and the backgrounds of people. You can't do this. You can't do that. You know, all those things, giving you reason not to believe in yourself. But the reality of it is, if you didn't believe in yourself, you wouldn't have chosen to go that route. So you're actually better than you feel, right? So let's just discuss some of those reasons. And I'm going to ask you, ladies, right? And you guys can give me feedback on this as well. So, some of those reasons why they may not offer support, and we all know some, but let's say there's fear of change, right? Where, let's just say, family and friends who are accustomed to the stability and familiarity of traditional career paths may feel uneasy or anxious about the uncertainties and challenges that come with entrepreneurship. And their fear of change may prevent them from fully supporting or understanding your entrepreneurial journey. Yeah. What do you think, Jesse?
So I love this, right? Because one, for me, I often say I wish I got into network marketing when I was in my 20s, because when people were bringing me the opportunities when I was in my 20s, it could be the way they were bringing it to me, which is why I'm so cognizant about it now, how I bring it to people. Because it seemed like they were almost selling a dream, but they weren't specific about the work that it took. And so, since I've never been the person to be sold by dreams, like, people paint these beautiful pictures and it almost seems so unrealistic, I never jumped on it. I went to different events to support people because I'm such a supportive individual, but I never signed up for anything. And then life happened in 2017. Life has happened a numerous of times for me, but in 2017, you know the story, Liz. My ex-husband walked out. He abandoned his family for a whole year. I was, you know, making it happen by the grace of God and working and pushing myself, full-time job, girls in high school, my son in college, and just kept going. But I knew I needed some additional income, because when he checked out of all responsibilities. And I said, I need additional income. But I remember thinking to myself that I wanted additional income, not having to clock into something else, because it was almost impossible. I would have had to clone myself somehow. I wanted additional income that wouldn't interrupt what I had going on, but add to it. And I have to say, not only did the opportunity that I signed up for help economically by adding additional income, just the people, if I joined this journey sooner, it's amazing. If you're out there and you're even thinking you have someone presenting something to you, I admonish you for real, whether it's what Claudia has going on with Liz, whether it's the opportunity that I have, uh, ask. Keep your options open. We are legitimately entering a world that is so digital that if you don't even at least just touch the tip of it and stop being afraid, you're going to be left behind on a lot of things. And I came onto network marketing, Liz. My story is a little different. When I said yes to the opportunity, I said yes because I needed the money. I needed the additional income. I immediately started reaching out to people. You remember when I first joined the whole credit thing, because I was sending out messages to everyone. And, I signed up my very first 5 clients in that first week, because people need help with credit. At the end of the day, there are millions of people suffering with poor credit. So what I looked for from my family wasn't that they joined me. It was that they just shared the info. So I used to make posts for them very early on, into this opportunity. I created posts for them. Here, listen, just put this on your page. Here, listen, send this text out to me. So I put my family and friends to work. Your family and friends are your family and friends. I never, not once, commissioned my family and friends to join me. I didn't. It's just not something that I did. I presented it to them. I told them this is the venture, this is something I'm going to go ahead and do. If you want info on it, let me know. But for now, I need you to support me. I need you to tell as many people that you know that I can help them get their credit in order. And that's how I got my family and friends to buy into what I was doing. And it was putting them to work. I still do it now. I give my family and friends posts and I tell them, here, send this out. If you're out there and you're in opportunities, get your family and friends to work for you. If they're your family and friends, they're going to work for you. They are.
That is on point. On point. I know that your connection is a little in and out. I just wanted to let you know because we've just kind of lost you a little bit. So I just wanted to let you know. That way you can look into it. I don't know if you can hear me, but I just wanted to let you know. And what Jasenia shared is very powerful because, she said, she put her family and friends to work, right? I mean, it's an expectancy that we have, right? And it's like, you're my family, you're my friend, you expect them to be there for you and support you. Well, it's not always the case, right? And so we always wonder why. And so that's why I was talking about some of the reasons why some of them may not, and some of them may be familiar with the stability and stuff like that, and maybe Claudia, you're going to become an entrepreneur, and now Claudia's not going to have time for me, and Claudia thinks she's too good, and Claudia's she's not going to be around anymore, and oh my gosh, she's too busy. Oh, I have to put something on her calendar now to see her. That could be a fear of family and friends, and not trying to support you because they feel some type of way with their fear that they're holding on to. And of course, if you're not showing confidence in what you're getting into, it puts even more fear in them, Then they have the fear of, oh man, I hate to see her hurt. I don't want to see her fail, right? So, Claudia, tell me about a time, if you don't mind, when you were getting in, that you weren't getting the support that you expected from your family and friends, and a reason why.
Oh, of course, girl, I have so many. As a disclaimer though, because eventually somebody's going to see this, at least my family and friends, I do want to say that with all my love and with everything, even if till this day they haven't shared any of the businesses, because like I said, I have had several businesses, and not because I didn't know what I was doing or because my head was everywhere. It's because I feel that everything is timing. You go in with one thing, that one thing takes you to the next. Just like with jobs, right? Just like with your positions. You started in one position, but you don't expect to be in that same position forever, right? You grow, you grow, you learn, you master, you keep going and going and going and going. Whether it is in the same linear path or, all right, we're going to go here. Now we learn a new skill, a new technique, a new people, more network. So with my situation is, and I respect everything that you said. I think it's beautiful saying, you here, this is the link. You make it that easy, that simple. Hey, can you do me a favor? Share this post. Do me a favor. Tell your friends. Tell whoever, because everybody has a different, networking groups, right? When I said that, I'm here eager, cannot wait, so looking forward to these posts, so I can reshare. And I'm like, I'm gonna reshare just crickets. But what do I see? I see other businesses being posted, other things being shared, other influencers. So it's like, why not me though? Like, what is it that you feel apprehensive to share my business? And can it be of the whole, here's my take on it, okay? I feel that when you ask that from your friends or your family, this is the way I identify it. Those who get it. Those who don't are just like, whatever, she's going to go on to something else. And it's another business. Here she goes again, trying to sell me something. and they take it like we're selling to them. But a long time ago, I identified that you are not my customer, or that you are just not, not to say not good for my business. It's just we're not aligned. We're not, and it's okay. And I will still love you from here. You will still love me from them. And then if we get to chill and hang out, we will get to do that. But I've made peace that we're not going to be in business together, and that's okay. So when that's the situation, and they're like, "Hey, share this," they're like, she wants me to share, which means now she wants me to sell. But that's all in their head. That's the way that they take it. I feel that, yeah, I feel that um with our past experiences, unfortunately, I guess some people have come too pushy on us. They were like, oh, so anytime that you're like, hey, can you share this? They're like, oh no, I feel like this is a bait and switch. So if you're like, you're sharing something, now she's gonna come back and ask for something. So it's like, but that's not the case, and they don't get it. And you could be uh very honest with them. And even if you are very honest with them, it's like, I'm still waiting. You know how many people, if you look at your Instagram or if you look at your Facebook, and how many people are actually following you, let's say you have 5,000 followers, or let's keep it simple. Let's say you have 500 followers, and let's say most of those are your friends and your family. You should at least be getting at least 300 or 400 people sharing it. How many people actually share it? Like one or two or three, if you're lucky. And then they're like, oh yeah, follow my friend. But it's not as enthusiastic as like, hey, I got these shoes from over here at this, guys, go get it, here's the link. Or hey, did you see this influencer's makeup? Oh my god, I love it, I'm gonna try it. And then they try it, and then they're like, I was inspired by this, and then they share it. But everything what they don't understand, and by they I mean anyone who is not in business, right? So we look at the business side, all right? So what they don't see is that either you're a consumer or a seller, right? Most of us are. I mean, even when we're sellers, we're also consumers. The situation is this: if you buy from Amazon, you buy from anywhere, any store, Target, whatever, Walmart. You go and you get something. And let's say, for example, Liz is like, oh my God, they have a huge discount on, I don't know, toilet paper. Oh my God. They're like, oh, it's 30% off right now. How many people are going to go to that same place that she went and probably is going to go and sell up, right? Or you go and you're on Amazon, and then you're getting something and you're like, oh my God, this was $20 and right now it's at $11. You know what I mean? They're so quick to share that. Now, fine. As a friend, as a family, they're going to be sharing with you or for you. Why? Because they want you to succeed in whatever it is that you're doing, to be great in whatever it is that you're doing. Unfortunately, not many do. And then that's when you question, like, are you really supporting me though? Are you? Because I'm not even asking you for anything else. I'm leaving it very easy, very simple. Here, share this. Or the same way, let's say, for example, if I sold you this and it keeps your beverage warm the whole time and you're here enjoying it, why not say, oh yeah, my friend, she has a business that you could get that, and tell her that, I sent you. Maybe she can take care of you. I don't know. But we don't really get that. So what happens is now you have to work harder. And that's okay. I'm all about that. That fuels me. You know what's going to happen and what has happened. Okay, here's what has happened. I've been in business with Bunny Me Beauty for 4 years. In the beginning, nobody wanted to do their lashes with me. Nobody wanted to get waxed by me. Nobody wanted to do their facials. My main clients were people of people. And by people, I mean anybody that I like shared on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and then they saw it, or somebody who is not my friend, and then they said, "Oh," and I was wearing my Bunny Me Beauty shirt. "Oh, do you do?" I'm like, "Yes." They were the ones. Those were my biggest supporters, and I still have my day ones from 4 years ago. They continue to come. Their family. I have a client, there was just her. Then she referred her best friend. Her best friend referred her mom. Her mom referred her, and it was just like, ding, ding. Now I have families. And it's just like, it's like so grateful, for that. But I'm also grateful for the ones who don't share it, because it's like, all right, it's like, all right, let's go. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Yeah. It's like now it's like you're gonna see me. You're gonna see how this is real. I think that in the beginning, they don't want to share something that is so new because they don't want to feel like, oh, I was like sharing and sharing and sharing, and now you're like done. I'm not in business anymore. So it makes them look bad, right? But the moment that you're popping up everywhere, that's the moment that they're gonna start sharing you. Oh yeah, that's my cousin. Yep, that's my niece. That's my best friend. And meanwhile, you're like, I haven't seen you since we were like in third grade. What are you talking about? But okay, that's when all the associations come in, right?
I love it. I love, and that was one of my favorite parts that you just shared, because if that's not true, nothing else is. That is the reality of life. You know, nobody knows you until you become somebody, and all of a sudden you are somebody to them as well. I'm sorry, I may sound controversial to some, but I just want to share a little take. Right, my husband just, as you all know, my husband texts me when he's watching the show, and shares his take. Right, so he's listening to Claudia, he's listening to Yesenia, he's listening to us all, and he shares, can you imagine if schools taught entrepreneurship? Can you only imagine if they taught that? We're taught to be worker worker bees, worker bees. You know how bees, they're constantly working. So they create doubt with a worker mentality, right? Hence the fear to be your own boss. We're programmed early, so it's hard to flip that mindset. And those are the things that I call anchors. We're anchored into these mindsets and into these beliefs that are programmed in us, right? Hey, GA, nice to see you here. Thank you for joining. Yes. You queens of industry and entrepreneurship. Thank you so much, GA. It's nice to see you. Please share, like, subscribe. We appreciate your presence, in all honesty. And so that's awesome, because that's like finances. They don't teach finances in school either. Now they're starting to put those things in there little by little. But those are the things that we walk into adult life not knowing anything about, you know? And school, yeah, it's school, education from preschool through college, right? And then college becomes a debt, right? A huge debt for so many people. And many times you go into the fields that you went to school for, or you try to go into those fields, and then nobody's hiring. And then you spent a ton of money on something that you're not even working in. Am I right? And so, those are things that, and tell me if there aren't many people out there that have gone to college and put so much money towards college to get an education, or to become something, and then they're doing something completely different. And it's not because they don't want to do that, but because there's no openings. Whatever the case may be. Entrepreneurship is also something so important to teach, which is why it is my goal well, in my coaching business, to bring that forward for my audience, a certain group of people. But if you don't mind, I would also like to share some of the other things that I had noted down, because, of course, there's so many other reasons why the ones that we expect there. And I said this earlier in a call that we were on, Jasenia and GA, where we were on this call earlier, right? And in the conversation, we did discuss about, well, I think I made a comment on something that GA or maybe somebody else had shared with regard to expectancies. Sometimes we set ourselves up for disappointment when we expect too much, or expect something from somebody who just doesn't have it in them. And Claudia said it well. Like, I've already gotten to the point where, no, you and I know you're not going to be you're not my customer. You're not, and so we get to know that. Now, the fear of change is one reason why they may not want to support us. And then there's the limited perspectives. So family and friends may struggle to grasp the full extent of an entrepreneur's vision, right? They're never, and you can't expect them to understand you because that's your vision, not theirs. So that limited perspective also stops them from supporting you in your journey to become an entrepreneur. They just don't get it. And you guys had said it earlier as well, right? So they struggle to grasp that full concept, of your vision and the passion that is driving your business idea as an entrepreneur. They might lack the same level of enthusiasm or fail to understand the potential for the success that you see, because again, it's your vision. So don't doubt yourself, no matter who's doubting you. Again, it takes a mindset, a specific mindset to be an entrepreneur and have that I guess that drive and that go to. You're there for a reason. You were created for that. Not everybody is made to be an entrepreneur, without understanding the market, the industry, or the business model. They may be skeptical and dismissive of the venture. They're going to be dismissive because they don't understand it. And then you try to help them understand it. And then it's like, not interested. Of course you're not. And it's hurtful. Let's not lie. It's hurtful, right? Because you expect them to be there for you and support you. And just sadly enough, we end up with people who just aren't there for us the way we expect them to. But like Claudia mentioned, it's always those you don't expect that show up. But guess what? That's in life in general. Because, somebody has a bad day and they expect certain people to be like, I need help, I need support, I need somebody there for me, I need to talk to somebody, and nobody shows up. And then the ones you least expect, that you don't even talk to on a regular basis, they see you. And I mean see you. And they're there. And you're like, wow. It hurts. You appreciate that person being there. You appreciate that person's support, but it hurts to know that the ones you expected to be there are not there. So much for family and friends, right? But that is who we are given. We can't choose our family and friends, right? But consumers, they can go to whoever. Like, you're a realtor. I used to be a realtor. Buyers they're allowed to go to whoever they want, unless they sign a contract saying that they are exclusively working with you. They can go to you, me, or Claudia to go buy that house. Right? I wanna read what GA shares. I have a t-shirt that says financial advisor is what you do. Financial is what you do. Financial advisor is who I am. Financial advisor is what you do. Financial advisor? Are you saying financial advisors both? Give me some more on that. I want to understand it, GA. Let's go. A financial advisor is what you do, and financial advisor is who I am. I don't think you're an advisor.
You might have to do like an improv to pull him in.
You know what? Shoot. I wouldn't hesitate. But definitely share. Give me some more on that, GA. I'm very, very curious. But I love that, because who you are and what somebody else is doing are, like he says, a big difference. A big difference, So I mean, I love that he shared that. And he knows I'm asking him. He must be, it is a job to some. It's his DNA. Amen. Oh my God. I got it. Everybody got it? All right. So some people do it, but some people, that's who they are. And we are entrepreneurs, right? And right, I guess he's going and he's hitting the nail on the head where I said, we are made this way. We're created for this. You got the spunk that somebody else didn't, you know?
Well, I wanted to add to that because the thing is that then you have the ones that are, I'm like playing double dutch. I'm like, I'm about to go in, I'm about to go in, I'm about to go in. So the thing is that
Yeah, go jump.
you have your 9 to 5ers, and that's okay. That's also okay, right? They're very happy, they're comfortable, they know this is for sure. Every Friday they're gonna get paid X amount. That's not gonna change. Okay. But then you've seen it, time changes. All right, things become more expensive. Gas is more, everything costs more, children get more expensive. But your salary remains the same. And you either want to only focus on this and then that's it. My thing is, listen, when a long time ago, when I had a 9 to 5 and I had my career in marketing in a very good company, but I was also finding ways, okay, what else? What else is there? Because yes, during the day, I'm getting paid for my time. Okay. I am getting paid to do this work. But after I clock out, that's my time because I'm building something. I tell myself, all right, it doesn't matter. Like you have to understand this is that yes, there's going to be times that you're going to go to sleep late, that you're going to be doing this every day. But you know why you don't feel it? You don't feel it because this is in you. This is your drive. This is what motivates you. It is your sun and it is your moon. It is you wake up and it's your first thought like, all right, what are we going to do? What strategies? How can I make this work? How many more people can I talk to? How can I market myself better, put myself out there a little bit more? And then at night, you're up, awake. That is your moon. You're thinking like, okay, so fill your heart with gratitude. Thank you so much for a great day, for another milestone. Even if you spoke to 2 or 3 people, that is something you're planting those seeds daily. And as you're planting those seeds daily, what did you learn that day that you can make better the next day? So it's a constant thing that you're not going to see this as work. You're not going to be like, oh, here I go again. No, it's like, let's go. Let's go. It is that energy, that drive that it's like, we're going, we're going, we're going, we're building, not just for us, for everyone, generational wealth, our children, whatever your why is.
That's it. And I love that
I
you said
love it.
that because we
Go,
were
go,
sharing
Jesse.
before. We were sharing before, and I know that you had mentioned, you have X amount of followers. How many people really share, right? So when I was sharing how I would put people to work, I'm built very differently, right? So I never attach myself to the negative outcome ever. This is before network marketing. This is the makeup of who I am. So I never gave someone a post, and this is me. I don't expect anyone to be this way. I never gave anyone a post and then waited to see it. I gave people a post. Whoever posted, posted. Whoever didn't. It was that simple, right? What happens is, and you just shared it, you're planting seeds either way. So the person that decided not to share today, 2 months from now, have a conversation with someone that wants to buy a house and they went to sit with a loan officer and couldn't get pre-approved because their credit score is not qualified. Ding, I have someone that can help you. I'm telling you, I've gotten the phone calls. So I never saw them share the post, but I get the text, hey, Jess, I'm sending someone your way that needs your help. A lot of people won't. A lot of people are not that committed to social media. People are consumers of social media. They're not contributors. They're not going to be contributors to do us a favor. They're scrollers. They consume. That is it. We show up as contributors. We can't employ them to contribute if they don't want to. They just don't want to. It's not what they do. They don't post, so they're uncomfortable. They're like, in their mind, they may want to support, but they're like, huh? I don't want. I've had people post for me that I wish hadn't post because they don't even know how to follow simple instructions. They screenshot the post I give them, that they don't know how to add captions. I'm like, never mind. Just tell 10 people that I can help them with their credit. So, but I love this.
Hilarious.
Yesterday, the twins were taking an Uber to work, and they are very personable, as you know, my daughters, and they got me a credit client yesterday. They were just talking, And however, it wasn't. My daughter was like, you know, he complimented my daughters for being their age. How old are you guys? They said 21. They said, wow, you know, you guys are really, really mature for 21, just the way that you talk, the way you carry yourselves. And Aaliyah said that she said to them, and my heart is literally full thinking about it, because she said, Ma, I told him, you think we're powerful, you should meet our mother. And I was like, you said that to him? And she was like, yeah, Ma, it's the truth. She was like, yeah. And then I said to him, and in the event you need help, my mother helps people get their credit in order if you have questions. And she took his number down and she got me a credit client. Yes. And you know, we just got to keep planting the seeds. You know, if you're out here, you're listening, people bring you opportunities, you join them. Don't get attached to the negative outcome. Don't get attached to the hurt and the pain that comes with people not supporting or supporting.
And never take it personal. Never take it personal.
No, I already see it. And that's what we got to make sure that we got to tell people that, because I personally have never felt that hurt or that pain, because I've never taken it on at all. I'm super close with my sister. My sister shares or doesn't share. It doesn't, we just keep it pushing. But I love this, and I think everyone needs to join one of our opportunities.
Yes. Well, I'm going to share something with you because, oh my God, first of all, Aaliyah, you filled my heart wherever you are. Talk about me too. I'm powerful. She's so awesome. Love her. I love you, Aaliyah. So, before I even say anything, let me recognize and acknowledge GA for sharing. I lack the mental capacity to accept someone else deciding what my time is worth. That's why I'm designed to be a business owner and entrepreneur. And I love that. Love it. Love it. Why do I say it all the time? Listen. I love my husband, is my best friend, and I tell him all the time, your time is valuable. Enough said. Your time is valuable. Your knowledge is valuable. Because obviously, people, you know, if they could do it, they wouldn't have to pay you to do it, right? But obviously they can't, because they lack the knowledge and the time. So who's there? The person that has the time and the knowledge. Value your time, value your knowledge. It is literally priceless. And I just love that. GA, thank you for sharing that, because I say it all the time. And that's exactly how I feel as well. And he says, everybody falls into 3 categories: cheerleader, client, or connection. Well, can I add a 4th? In my opinion, then you just got, what do you call that? Seeing eye dogs, bird dogs. I don't know. I do not know, but all they do is
watch. The watchers, the spectators, they just watch it. Hand them out, give them some popcorn and be like, all right, here, watch it.
Here.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You're invited to the show. It's okay.
You know what's funny? A lot of people say, you know, they see everyone's attracted to drama. Well, not everyone, because I'm not. But there are people attracted to drama, right? And so what's the first thing they do? Ooh, you know, you put on a post that attracts that audience, and everybody's like, they'll even actually put up the meme with the popcorn. Like, you just gave yourself away. You know? I know not to talk to you. No. Excuse me, but I am extremely controversial there. Sorry. So moving on, I'm going to go ahead and touch on concerns for well-being. All right. First of all, let me just say that I want to say that might be a pretending to be concerned for your well-being, but often family and friends express a lack of support out of a genuine quote, genuine concern for the well-being of the entrepreneur. They may worry about financial stability, potential failure, or it may be legit because I did share that earlier, right? Like I just don't want to see them fail. Or the toll that it might take on their loved ones' work-life balance. But we shared that earlier, right? The stability, that concern for them to be like, oh my gosh, they're gonna be so busy. No time for me. Although these concerns stem from care and affection, they can inadvertently dampen the entrepreneur spirit and motivation. Some, right? Because we've just discussed here how Claudia doesn't take it personal, Jasenia doesn't take it personal. And personally, I have learned it takes valuable lessons to learn not to take those things personal. You are who you are, and nobody's going to ever change that. So you keep doing what you do, what you are. That's who you like GA shared. Haters, get front row reserved tickets to my rise to greatness. And hey, I invite everyone else to do the same. Because I'm sorry. Like, I honestly don't mean to come off this way because it's not my intent in any way, shape, or form. This is literally to discuss the struggles and the unfortunate realities that entrepreneurs do face. But that is part of the unfortunate realities. And that is what we're discussing today. So thank you, GA, for sharing, because yes, everybody loves a front row seat. And I'll be more than happy to give you tickets to those front row seats as well. Claudia's like, yeah. And finally, this is the big one. I'm going to throw this in there because you two ladies are going to, oh my, I'm going to let y'all talk on this one as soon as I share it, because if this isn't true, then nothing else is. Personal biases and envy. In some cases, family and friends may harbor personal biases or unresolved envy toward the entrepreneur. Seeing someone close, pursuing their dreams, and achieving success can trigger feelings of jealousy or self-comparison, leading to a lack of support, even passive discouragement from continuing on, Now, like I said, that's one of the biggest ones. That's one of the ones that everybody does discuss. That's literally, I talked about the fear of, just fear and the well-being and, and so on. But listen, the biggest one that everybody talks about is you don't talk about what you're doing because most people want to see your downfall rather than your rise, right? And so even family, even friends. But that is why, listen, I will just say this and then I'm going to hand it off to you ladies. But my sister, my little sister, Angie, you know who she is, right? You do know her. Okay. You both know her, right? Okay. So she makes cups, she makes tumblers. And man, she's good at them. She's come a long way. From the beginning, she's learned from when she started to where she is now making them. And of course, it's something that you learn and fail, trial and error, right? And so now she's at the point where she makes these wonderful tumblers, and she's made me a few. And if you're watching, I want my Aquanet one. Do you still have it? So when she was selling her tumblers, or she still is because she makes them and sells them. But when she gave me a price, I didn't ask her for a discount. She said it's $25, but you could give me 15, and I'm like, 25, here you go. Why? Because that's her business. It took money to get there, to do what she did. She had to buy the supplies. I literally, I'm not gonna no, it's 25, here you go. And she's like, oh my God, you're so crazy. No, that's your business. I don't mix business and pleasure. I don't business and friendship, business and family. Never. And that's a lesson that a lot of people need to learn is you never mix business, family, and friendship.
The
Mm-mm.
thing is that I feel also, and it's good that you did that, but there are some people, some family, and some friends that feel entitled to freebies or discounts. And the moment you're like, well, the price is the price, the price is the price, is the price, period. If I say, if it comes out of me, if I tell you, hey, Liz, this service is going to be this, or this is going to cost you this. And then you're like, okay, but and I tell you, but you know what? I'm going to give it to you at this price. I'm offering it to you at a discount, me. But if you're like, hey, Claudia, listen, you're my friend. Where's my friend discount? First of all, I take that. That is the only thing I feel like that is an insult. Like, really? But yeah, you're going to go somewhere else. You're still going to go somewhere else and pay that or pay more and not even blink, not even flinch, not even nothing. You're still going to go buy that same thing somewhere else and pay the price. But when you come to me, you, and then they look at it like, oh, I'm supporting you, my friend. No, you're not supporting. You're not being supported right now. You're not respecting my time, what I put in here. You're not respecting the money that I put in for the material. You're not respecting the money that I put in for the classes, the amount of, you guys know everything that goes behind the scenes of what that one product or service actually costs. And for one of your loved ones to be like, you're selling it to me? What? Yes, I'm selling it to you. Nobody works for free. But
It's so real though, Claudia, because even like you're saying, what it takes to put into a product, the investment that it takes to become who we've become and who we continue to become. They don't realize the investments that we make, investment of our time, investment of our money, to continue to become the best version of ourselves so that we're not just offering a product and a service to someone, we're offering it to them in a manner that no one else can. That's why a person like GA can say financial literacy is what you do. It's who I am, because he shows up as it. Someone will have a conversation with GA, and I know GA off of the YouTube, and Liz got to meet him today, but have a conversation with him, he's going to give them all he has about financial literacy. It's not going to be some Joe Schmo coming to them based off of what they read on a paper that someone else taught them. He's become this. You know what I mean? So I love this and what you were saying about the people and having these underlining envies, and then they see us and they see this glow about us, right? This space that we put ourselves in to intentionally continue to grow, learn, overcome, to ultimately win. That's a them problem. They can sit back, take a seat with the envy, if that is what it is. I take no notice to it, because if someone's noticing the growth in us and whatever we're setting out to do, and they're sitting back saying, who does she think she is? I know her, or I went to school with her, or I was her cousin and we were at the same bar, or whatever, for whatever reasons
But
people
these
need
are
to
the
say.
people that are also going to be adding doubt to you. Like, do you really want to do that? Like, do you really want to spend your money on that?
I don't have
And then
people
that
talking
whole
to me
doubt.
like that, Claudia. I don't. I have
Mm.
no doors open for people to talk to me like that. I'll be really honest. By the grace of God, thank God. I have no one telling me, why are you doing that? I have no one telling me that at all. Not once
Oh
has
no, I've
someone said,
I've had. They tried me, and I'm just like, you know me.
yeah.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Watch me do what I'll do, and then it comes to a point like I did it.
I gotta, you guys are hilarious. I'm laughing over here because what you're saying is so freaking true. And I want to share on that. And GA says, yes. And that goes to, what we were talking about before, right? The front row seat. Prepare a table in the presence of your enemies. My cup runneth over. I just had to share that. My cup that runneth over. All right. You can't be great until all your haters have arrived to watch. Your haters are running late, fashionably late at that. And to touch on Claudia's wonderful point, family discount goes as such. Bring me 3 referrals and I'll pay for your product. Absolutely. Yes. Bring me 3 referrals. I'll pay for your product because, if you can't support me, you want a free product. Okay. You want a discount. No problem. Bring me 3 referrals. I'll take care of
Earn
that.
it. You gotta earn it.
It's called support. That's it. That's it. I mean, y'all support Burger King and McDonald's, and I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's be real. So thank you so much, GA, for sharing that, because it is the truth, right? And so I am that person who's been down the line of entrepreneurship for so many years. It is now like, I mean, of course, I have had jobs where I've worked part-time, full-time, all that, my husband worked full-time and I raised my family. So in that time when he was doing that, what was I doing? I was doing side hustles, right? My business here, my business there, Pampered Chef, Isalus, Shapley, whatever it was. And I was just getting in there and I was making money and I was successful, right? But you get to a point where, sadly, when something fails, and like Jasenia was talking about earlier, was it Jasenia or Claudia that mentioned you get to a point where it's like, "Ugh, what is she doing now? What is she doing now?" I mean, that's what this field is. That's what we do. It's all about that constant flow of income. And when you're an entrepreneur, you are in it to win it. And I mean it.
And then
Okay.
you're able to identify the windows of opportunities. When those windows of opportunity come in and it's right there and you see it, you feel it, it's presented to you and it's my mouth is watering because it's just like, it is, I can savor it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's there. When you see that opportunity as an entrepreneur, you're able to identify, you're like, this is it. It's kind of like, do you remember that time when, okay, with all this crypto thing, and then it was like really cheap, and then people were like on it, and then boom. After that train or that rocket is gone, it's gone.
It's gone.
Can you get on it later? You're not going to make as much money as it was in the beginning,
Right.
and you have to be able to know when to jump in. And the reason why we've done several things is because it already served its purpose. Then we're Marie Kondoing it. Then we're like, thank you. Next, let's
That's
move
right.
on.
Timing is everything. Timing is everything. And like she said, it already served its purpose. And when you're in that mindset, you're an entrepreneur, you recognize those opportunities from afar, whereas somebody else won't even see it. You know, I just love that you guys are sharing those things, because the truth is, these are the struggles, right? These are the realities that we face. And so I want to go into, let's see, to help aspiring entrepreneur family and friends feel supported. Now let's talk on that, right? Because we talked about the unfortunate realities, but let's be real. Y'all can help. Like you guys can help us, and it doesn't take money. It really doesn't. I mean, I know everybody wants a discount or something for free every now and then, and that's okay. But it doesn't always involve money, right? It's as simple as active listening. Take the time to actively listen to the entrepreneur's ideas and challenges and aspirations. Get to know what it is that's driving them. Show genuine interest, ask questions, and provide non-judgmental a non-judgmental space for them to express their thoughts and concerns. Because when you hear them out, okay, it may not necessarily be you, it may not be for you, but you'll now understand them and why they're doing what they're doing, right? And so then you can share that with somebody else with that, maybe not the same enthusiasm, because of course they're the ones, that's their passion. But with that, oh, maybe they can help you because you know that person, and it should feel good that, I know somebody that can help you. Like somebody shared about Jasenia, your daughter, hey, if you think I'm powerful, you should see my mom. Oh, like, yes, absolutely. And those things are so important. Like, it doesn't take money. She didn't have to spend money to put her mom on the map. And that's her daughter. I mean, encouragement, emotional support, offer words of encouragement. That doesn't cost money. Words of encouragement, praise their efforts, acknowledge their achievements, even if that's all you do. But hey, you know what? That's like watering a plant. Not for nothing, but it works, right? Provide practical assistance, practical. Offer your skills. What do you know how to do that you can help them with? You know how to work social media, you know how to advertise, offer them that, if nothing else, right? GA, I missed Uber in the beginning. $2,000 investment? I vowed that would be the last time I missed. Boy, if I help Jesse blow up and stand close enough, I'll be on fire too. I feel the burn. I feel the burn. I felt that. Man, and that's all it takes. It doesn't take money. It's literally, words of encouragement, a share. It doesn't take money to like a post. It doesn't take money to share a post. It doesn't take money to, just word of mouth.
Comment on the post too. Comment. Help us with the algorithm.
Create engagement. Yes.
Yes. Those, and literally it doesn't even take a lot of time. Click. But you'll be on let me just use this example.
Yeah, and
right?
then if you don't know what to say, in the post, just drop some emojis, some fire emojis. That still works.
Right? Even that, or a celebration gift, something. I'm excited, and excitement. Anything. It doesn't take money to support your loved ones, right? And if you feel like it does, and you don't, or you can't pay, or you don't want to pay, it's okay. Listen, I'll take your referrals because I can help somebody. It may not be for you, but I can help somebody else. And then I'll give you a little something. That's why a lot of businesses have these referral fees too. Not for nothing, but it's true, right? You give somebody a client, they pay you a referral fee. In real estate, they do it. In the dealerships, they do it. You want to make some money, then just be a word of mouth advertiser. I mean, we are willing to do that for you too. I mean, that's just what it is. But there's no reason not to. I mean, we don't take it personal. Claudia, Jasenia, you both mentioned it's not about us, right? Never is. It's always, obviously that's just who that person is, and that's that. I can't change them, but I'm not going to get upset about it. My mindset is up there, and I'm just keep on climbing, but man, and GA, you have shared some nuggets, boy. I love it. Thank you. Really.
He's full of gems. Who is he? I need to meet him.
Yes.
He's filled of.
Pop in and say hi, Liz. See if you can send him the StreamYard link or something. GA, you
Well,
want to
let me ask him first. Is your face ready? I'm just kidding. We talk about
Yeah, don't be I was telling this. I was like, don't be pulling me in somewhere else. I was like, I need to be ready. I was
Yeah.
like, you can't have me like with my crazy bun up, and we need to be camera ready.
GA, sir, let me ask you, would you like to join us up here on the panel? Because if you do, I will gladly send you the link.
But I met him. Claudia, you ever heard of the platform Clubhouse? Are you on there? Are you on there? Are you
I am
active?
on there.
You are, let me look
No,
for
I'm
you.
not active. I used to be very, very active, but I'm not active.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I run rooms on there here and now and then. I met GA in Clubhouse, and we connected,
Nice.
and we connected off the app as well. Yes. So
Good. Yeah.
he's a dope individual. Yeah.
well, I do want to say, I met him today, Claudia. I met him in one of the rooms where we were discussing a topic that Jasenia brought up. And yeah, definitely, like you said, gems, gems, gems. I would love to bring him up, but he says that he's driving and he's actually voice texting, which I have to say is actually very good because there's no typos. Like, what? And I mean, literally, I don't know how you're doing it. Quotations, dot, dot, dot. Are you speaking it into? Because you're doing amazing. Amazing.
Mine doesn't come out that good. Mine comes out in like Spanglish. I don't know. Like I'm just like, what? I'm like, I don't even bother. So I'm just like, I can't. It
He's
doesn't do right by me.
He's talented. He really is. See, talent like that can't be wasted. So, what a gift. But yeah, you know what, GA, I'll be more than happy to bring you onto the platform one day. And I'm gonna have you maybe if you'd like to choose a topic that we can discuss. Of course, we are some faith-based women, and we are also heterosexual, and we also, love to love and honor and respect everybody. So, yeah, but definitely reach out to me, talk to me. He said he has Claudia is so funny. He said he has his set to Southern Boy. I think he's talking about his phone. His voice texting is he set to Southern Boy. Oh my goodness. Well, GA, you are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. And I have another nugget to share. Stay there, don't leave us. You keep driving and listening and voice texting. Um, my husband is sharing. Some people fail or lose interest due to the lack of support, which in turn instills doubt. So I don't know if to read this as a question or as a statement because you might have mixed up a couple of words. So are they solely relying on others to uplift the business, or are they working the business? Or maybe he meant so they are solely relying on others. He's correcting it. So they are slowly relying on others. Oh, it's a question. Okay, so are they solely relying on others to uplift the business, or are they working the business?
Well,
Girls.
I love that though. I love that because it covers a lot of what we're sharing, right? If imagine we put all of our energy solely on the idea that everyone that we believe would support us does support us, and that's how the business works. No, it's how Claudia was breaking it down, and she's going to come behind me with all that firebomb. It's how much are you willing to put in for you? For you, the late nights, the early mornings, the meditation, the behind the scenes work that it takes to build you up so that you're self-motivated, self-inspired. It's not easy. It's not. I had a whole crying session right before this show because there's so much going on in different things. Part of it was gratitude, right? I had a text back and forth with my children because we overcame something that we have been working on. And I'm the mom. I'm so grateful when little things happen and I see that my children have endured so much, and I'm like, yes. And it's these emotional moments, but those are the things people don't talk about. Just go through it. The good, the bad, the ugly, the crying, the happy, the enjoy the process. Right? So he's asking a valid question. And I think a lot of people give up. And I'm going to give it to you, Claudia. People give up because they want others to work their vision. No, you got to work your vision. The people that will tie to it will come in accordingly. But how much are you doing for yourself?
So I'm gonna add to that that say for example, I'm in the business that I'm in, right? In the network marketing that I'm in, and I'm being very successful at it. The support also comes in from my team, from my teammates, from the network that I'm in, right? So everybody's fueling each other up, hyping each other up. And then if I do something, let's say, for example, I post a picture and I worked it and I designed it and it looks amazing. And everyone's like, hey, where'd you get that? Oh, no, I did it. Or let's say I paid somebody else to do it. Here's their information. So now we're all winning. A win's a win. Everybody's winning, right? So this is the internal part, the internal help of it, right? Outside from it, say I'm like, okay, Yesenia, you want to be part of it. You're like, oh, I'm interested in doing what you're doing. All right, come on. Yesenia, this is everyone, this is Yesenia. They're all going to be like, yay. But then you see us all be very successful. We're on that team meeting calls. We're strategizing. We're working the business constantly. And at the same time, right? And at the same time, we all respect that we are all our own individual business owners because all of us come from all like whatever business you own or whatever you do during the day. Whatever it is, okay, we respect that. But now let's say Yesenia, a month from now. You're like, where's that money that you said I was going to be making? Okay, well, first of all, let's backtrack a little bit. Have you been on the calls? Have you been participating? Have you been sharing? Have you been talking to people? Have you put in the work? All of a sudden you pop up and meanwhile I'm messaging you, hey Yesenia, check this out. Go onto this link now, this is what I do. This is what I also tell my team. It's about support. So we're here on this call, right? We share the link, make sure you pop in. But then what happens when it's your time? You don't show up for anybody, but when it's your time to do the talk and you're up there, where's it exactly? Thank you. So you want to be supported, so you support as well. You put out what you want to get back. So don't start expecting this is a one-way thing. This is a it's energy. Energy will stay stagnant if we would just stay like this. We have to keep it moving. We have to keep it moving. So of course you're not going to be successful. I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest. No, you're not going to be making money if you're like, okay, well, I signed up, I'm paying the membership, I bought the product, but where's the money? You said that eventually I was going to be making extra money. Are you though? This is not just like clocking in and that's exactly. You got to do the work. I can't do it for you. I mean, I'll do the work. I'm going to get paid, but I can't do it for you. I can't live your dream. I can't live your success and I'm not going to be paying your bills. So let's go.
Sorry, I was muted, but I love it, and that is so true. And that's why they say like it's one hand washes the other, and so I remember those who were there for me when I was at the bottom, because when I'm up here, and you're like, hey, oh my God, do you remember me? I do remember you. Enough said. So sorry. GA shares, no one will work your vision who isn't on your payroll. You have to work harder and smarter than everyone on your team and make. I always have a problem with that word, reciprocity.
Reciprocity. I love that. Make reciprocity a culture, which is what she's saying. It's an exchange of energy.
Yes.
Don't expect to receive what you're not giving out. People want to withdraw to what they've never made deposits to. I mean, you got to do the work. You got to do the work.
Being an entrepreneur takes work. Building a business takes work. Making money takes work. So at the end of the day, everything takes work. We don't do this without sweating. We don't do this without the corrupt word crying. It just takes so much, and people don't even see that. But guess what? With or without the support, of those we expect support from, we're still going to push forward and we're going to rise. We're going to climb. We're going to do, because again, I can't expect anything from anyone. Again, it's my vision. And so I've got to believe in myself and keep on working on what I'm doing. And I'll tell you, you know, I have always wanted to put my YouTube channel together and get out there and do these things. But what was stopping me? The lack of support, all of that, right? And I had to get out of my own head. And it also took someone else, yes, someone else to believe in me enough, to believe in me, probably even more than I believed in myself in that moment. To like overnight, the channel was on. And when I say overnight, not overnight, but it was literally done overnight. Like, I kid you not. Then, before I knew it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going what? I'm doing what? Hey, when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. When it's for you, it's for you. It's gonna come, it's gonna be there, and yeah, that's it. But man, those are some powerful, powerful, powerful shares that you guys gave us today. And I know that we didn't finish everything that we were gonna discuss today, like oh, the be a trusted advisor, another way you can help. We were talking about advisor earlier, but be a trusted advisor, right? Offer constructive feedback.
You should do a part 2.
I should, and that's probably what I'm
I
gonna
feel
do.
that this is a very deep uh topic, or like multi-layered topic, that it deserves to be in parts, because I think in one show or in one segment, you're not going to be able to get all of the information out there. So
I agree with you, and yeah, you know what? Sometimes we come into this and we think that this is easy. Well, we're gonna discuss this today. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. But it turns out to be such a good topic and such a powerful topic that it turns into a double show. So for that reason, and yeah, because we're coming on the hour and a half, I used to do an hour show and then boom, we were out of here right on time. But now I kind of extended a little bit more, because not for nothing, but there's so much value to be shared. And so many people that share back, and we want to value that too. And so GA, the last thing that one of the things that the last things that he's sharing with us now, he says, my mentor says, get married to the journey and not the destination. That is so true, right? Because if you're going to think about all the way up ahead, the destination, this is where I want to be, this is where I want to be, this is where I want to be, and that's all you're going to think about, you're never going to get there, because you're just constantly thinking about that's where I want to be, that's where I want to be, but you're forgetting about the journey that it takes to get there. And that is something that you should value as well, and enjoy it too. Don't cry over spilled milk. Enjoy the journey. This is your journey.
And celebrate the milestones. Don't just focus on the macro goal. The macro goal, but also on the micro wins.
Yeah.
Remember those micro wins. Celebrate those micro wins, because those are the little steps that are going to get you to your macro goal.
Exactly. Always celebrate those the journey along the way, the wins and all of that. You have to keep yourself accountable, and also value yourself for yourself. You are with you more than anyone else is with you. And so you got to be your own best friend. Okay. So we're going to end the show here. I would love to thank Claudia, for jumping on with us today. It was such a pleasure to have you on, and I look forward to having you on again. As I mentioned, you are probably going to be joining the panel as well. Yes, or maybe I didn't mention this out loud. So Claudia might be joining the panel, and this is our signature love sign to each other. But so join in, Claudia. So she's going to be joining our panel as well. And Claudia, she's not going to be in every week. Maybe it's up to her, but she's a very busy entrepreneur. And so Claudia will not be on every week, but she will be on at least once or twice a month or so. And whenever she can join. Thank you, Claudia. I mean, it was so fun having you here today. And GA, thank you for joining us. Yeah, Claudia.
I was going to say, thank you so much, ladies, for, sorry, I'm like, at the same time, can you see? I'm mommying right now and wifing it. I'm like, but thank you so much, ladies, for having me. I just wanted to say that I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Liz and Yesenia, for creating this space, this platform so people can discuss. And once again, my name is Claudia Orozco, your beauty pro, Bunny Me Beauty, and ambassador of Envision You.
Boop, boop. Yes, and I am too on Envision You. I'm with Claudia, and that's for another day. So, but thank you, Claudia, for that opportunity. I really do appreciate it. I'm excited to go deeper in there. And GA says, I expect to see all of you ladies on the Forbes 500 soon. In Jesus' name, amen.
You too, GA. You too. We're all going to be up there.
We're rooting for you. Yep,
yes.
We're rooting for you.
Cue in that song that says, I think is it Bruno Mars? I want to be a millionaire. So, and then it's right. Cue it in.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start working on that stuff. So yeah, thank you, Claudia. Oh my God, amazing. This was an amazing show, and I had so much fun today. And I thank you all for joining us. Really, I really, really do. And I hope that you guys join us again next Saturday at 7 p.m. We will be live right here on the YouTube channel on the _empathetic_coach, unleashing empathetic conversations. And please feel free to look us up on Facebook. My name is Liz Gerardo. You can find me under Liz Gerardo or the _empathetic_coach. We have a Facebook group called Unleashing Empathetic Conversations. Join us there as well. And I really enjoyed this. Thank you, Jasenia. Thank you, Claudia. It was so fun. And by the way, Christina, I mean, I got so excited that I had a special guest joining us today that I didn't even mention that Christina didn't join us today, of course, because life happens. But Christina, we love you, bro. Yeah, we love you. We miss you. And we hope to see you here next week. And Claudia, are you joining us next week for part 2?
Listen, I'm going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen because I need to know what these questions are, the discussions are in part 2. I was all fired up. I was like, wait. I don't even want to mute, but I know everybody got to talk. We're all going to say something.
Yes. So Claudia, yes. Okay, fine. Let's make it happen. So Christina, I can't wait for you to join us next week. Claudia will be with us again next week, and we are going to discuss part 2 of entrepreneurship, the journey, and the realities facing aspiring entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We really do love you, and I am here for you. I am, again, Liz, the empathetic coach, Jasenia, founder of Her Walk Is, and Claudia Orozco, founder of Bunny Me Beauty, your beauty coach? Your beauty pro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I had such a great time. We'll see you again next week. Love you all. And again, bye-bye now.